things. So this is the PDF file for the answers to this assignment. Yeah. But I need to explain many things. Before that, let me give you some updates. First, I like to give you updates about midterm test questions. I modify things a little bit. Yeah. Not much, but a little bit. All right. So let me see. Yeah. Oh, red. Let me change the color. All right. Okay. Yeah. First, updates for the midterm test questions. Yeah. Small change. Okay. All right. Two parts. Remember, we have part A, part B. Yeah. All right. Part A, 20 questions. In class, all right, in the classroom. Part B, 5 questions. Online, all right, yeah. So here the change is this. Part A, I like to do all 20 questions for concept questions. No query questions, all right? That means no query questions in the classroom. All right. Then online, we only need to do 5 query questions in this midterm. Online, all right? Yeah. Yeah. I make this change, you know, the reason, yeah, I noticed first, many of you missed concept questions a lot. So I feel that part still a little weak. So I like to practice a little more concept questions. Yeah. For the query questions, we also know it's important, but we have many chances to practice query questions, right? Yeah. Here in our homework number 2, we have 10 questions to practice. All right. Then in the midterm, we have 5 questions to practice. All right? Yeah. Then remember we have homework number 3, right? Yeah. Homework number 3, we have 10 questions to practice. All right? Yeah. Then in final, we have 5 questions to practice. Okay, yeah. So you can see we have these 4 assignments we can practice query questions. All right. And then in this way, we need to make our concept questions, understanding part, you know, better. Yeah, when I do grading, I notice you missed many concept questions. Yeah, so we need to really improve it. Yeah. All right, so let's start. Yeah. The first one, I noticed the problem. Yeah. The first thing is, when you see each question, you need to get that point, because I designed each question based on some special concept. Yeah. So if you are aware of that, then it will be easier. But based on my grading results, I noticed some of you did not get the point. Yeah. For example, the first question, when a table, why it is true? Yeah. Those two students select false. Yeah. When a table contains a column, that is a key. This is the key condition for this question. What's the meaning of it? A column, one column. So here you know one column, right? That is a key. And what is the main property for a key? Unique values. It takes unique values, right? That's the main property for the key column. Now, just based on that one column, the value is already unique. All right. Now we look at the tuples. The conclusion is it must be a set of tuples. Yeah. So let me draw a typical tuple. Okay. Tuple, you have multiple components. Component one, multiple components. Here, this is the special column we are talking about. Key column. All right. Then the other columns. All right. This only key column already can result in unique tuple values. How about that? Unique tuple values. Can you imagine you may find two tuples with the same value? It's impossible, right? Think about that. Can you have two tuples with the same value? You cannot, because this key column will already make those two tuples at this particular location with different values. This single column already enough to distinguish any two different tuples. Think about that logic. Okay? Yeah, think about. Based on that understanding, so your answer is true. It's a set of tuples. Set, not multi-set. The set means, I hope you realize, set, not multi-set. That means the tuple values must be unique. Okay? Yeah. So when you pay attention to these key places, then you can get the answer. Yeah. Sometimes I notice some students, although they have the correct answers, but I'm afraid, Hunter, you submitted? Hunter? All right. Hunter, join us. Hunter? Hunter?
Yeah, I'm back.
Oh, good. You didn't miss much. Yeah. I'm still in question number 1. Yeah. All right. Okay. Yeah. So that's the first question. All right. Yeah. Second question. Yes. Second question, it looks like you're fine when an update operation violates integrity constraint, always rejected. Not always, right? Because reject, this is one of the 4 options. We have 4 options. 4 or 5, I don't know. Yeah. Yeah. One of the options, let's say just options. Okay. Yeah. This one should be easy. Yeah. Number 3, yes, number 3, another one. Many of you could miss it, yeah, based on my impression. Answer is false, not true. Yeah. The reason is you answered this question based on your experience in other programming languages. But here we use SQL. We know SQL has its special property. It uses 3-value logic. This is the key part. 3-value logic. Okay? Those 3 values: true, false, unknown. Think about that. Unknown, yeah. Yeah. Wow. I mean, eraser is not very precise. I need to erase all of them. Yeah. Anyway. All right. Yeah. Yeah. True, false, unknown. Okay. All right. So here my question, not false, right? Not false, there are 2 possibilities. Could be true, could be unknown, right? Yeah. But the tuple is selected only when the true value is taken, right? Yep, because based on our rule, the tuple is selected only when true value is taken. If it is unknown, it's not selected. Think about that. When the Boolean expression takes unknown value, you cannot select it. All right. The reason is simple, because unknown contains 2 possibilities. It could be true and it could be false. 2 possibilities. How can you select one with false possibility? Right? False, you can call it partial false. Partial false. How can you select it with partial false? Right? Yeah. So that's the main problem, this question. So that's the reason after I saw several questions like these 2, number 1, number 3, I realized you need to have a little more practice in concept questions. Yes. Still, your understanding not quite solid. Yeah, many important concepts, your understanding is not very solid. So that's why I changed from 15 concept questions to 20 concept questions. Yeah. All right. Number 4, also, the answer is 3. Why so many students give me 1, 2, 3, B option? Yeah. It's quite confusing because here we compare strings. What is the order we define? Alphabetic order, right? Alphabetic order, or people also call dictionary order. Okay, yeah. Think about how do you search a word in a dictionary? Oh, why not erase? Yeah, it's yeah. Keep writing wrong. Yeah. All right. Alphabetic order. All right. So you compare the first character. Which one? When you start, you compare first character of each string. Which one is the largest? So already you can see option D is the largest. Only when the first character equal, then you look at the second character. That's the dictionary way. Yeah. So look at option A and option B. The first character equal, then you compare the second character, and so on. Right? That's the dictionary order. Yeah. And in class, I use an example. I use one example to explain this order. Yeah. Different order. Yeah. Yeah. Some students missed this question. Yeah. All right. Number 5. Yeah. It's fine. It's easy. Yeah. Number 6. When you specify constraint, you always assign it a constraint name. No. Many times we do not assign, right? Yeah, only when necessary, right? Yeah, because some constraint, not now. Think about that, not now. Do you assign that constraint a name? You do not, right? Yeah. Primary key constraint, do you assign it a name? You do not, right? Yeah, sometimes you do, sometimes you do not, okay? Yeah. So this one is easy, yeah. Number 7, I give you a hint on number 7, yeah, but still some students couldn't get it. Yeah. Only way, because in my hint, I mentioned that union set operation. Union set operation. Okay. Union, the query result must be a set. What is a set? Set means unique tuple values. Unique tuple values. Right? When we look at the query result as a sequence of tuples, if you use the union operation, it does not allow duplicate tuples. Okay? Union operation does not allow duplicate tuples. Only union all allow duplicate tuples, right? Yeah. So you compare the difference, union and the union all operation. So in other words, union operation eliminates duplicate tuples. That's another way we can remove duplicate rows. Yeah, think about that. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So I will find a concrete example for you. All right. So I will, yeah, I remember I tested before. Yeah. I just, do the union operation. Before I do the union operation, the table contains duplicate rows. Then I apply union operation on it. So you will see those duplicate rows are removed. Okay, yeah. So that is a special example. Yeah. Next one. Yeah. Yeah, number 8 also, some students miss that. The correct answer is C. Yeah, because I think those students, they didn't follow the SQL format, SQL date format. So here, we must use the SQL date format, not our everyday format. All right? Yeah. So SQL date here. Yeah. So if you select B option, that's not a SQL format, SQL date format. All right, yeah. A option, because November, does not have 31 days, right? Yeah. November, we only have 30 days. So that is wrong. Okay. All right. Option C is correct. Option D, February does not have 29 days, right? Because you look at the year number, 2014, this 14 is not a multiple of 4. Okay? Not a multiple of 4. We know only when it is a multiple of 4, February has 29 days. Other than that, 28 days, right? Yeah. So that's also important. That kind of knowledge also important. Yeah. And option C has no such problem. Okay. Yeah. Everything is all right. Yeah. That's number 8. Number 9, you need to know we treat null value different when we use the equal sign to do comparison. Although here we compare tuples. Yeah, here we do not compare null and null directly, but we compare 2 tuples. Even in the tuple, the second component, we treat them different value. The first component, they have the same value, but the second component, null and null, we treat them different values. That's the rule for null. Okay? Yeah, because by the logic, eventually the null will be fixed with specific values. But is there a possibility that after you fix the values of these 2 tuples, they could be different? If there is a possibility they could be different, then we treat them different. All right? Could be different. There is a chance to be different. Then we treat them different. Yeah. So that's the reason we say these 2 tuples have different values. Yeah. All right. Number 10, yeah. So that's the cross product. How to calculate the number of elements in cross product of 3 sets. You just multiply these 3 numbers. Yeah. That's easy. Number 11, also easy, but I saw one student select option C, row is deleted. Yeah. Here you can see option A, B, C, D, any changing A, B, C, D, you need to consider other related rows containing the changed value. You need to think about that. But option E, retrieved, that's read only, right? Read only operation. That means no value change. If there is no value change, you do not need to worry about referential integrity constraint violation. No violation, because no change. Just read. Okay, yeah. I saw one student miss that. Otherwise, I feel nobody would miss it. Nobody would miss it. Yeah. All right. Number 12, yes. The correct answer is E, equal. Yeah. I saw one student give me D, greater or equal. Here, there is a concept, union all. How do we treat different tuples when we apply union all multi-set operation? Multi-set allowing duplicate tuples. Yeah. So we consider duplicate tuples. all right? Duplicate tuples. Yeah. Two union compatible tables have m rows and n rows. Yeah. M rows, we may have duplicate tuples. N rows, we may also have duplicate tuples. All right. If we apply the union or operator on 2, the result table has S rows. Yeah. So why we have this case? Because duplicate tuples they are treated as different values. Yeah, because to allow duplicate tuples stay in the query result, yeah, so we treat them as copy 1, copy 2, and so on. All right? Yeah. Although the same value, we just treat copy 1, copy 2, copy 3, and assume they are different. All right. Assume they are different. All right. So that means when we do the union, we won't eliminate any of them. Because if we assume they have the different tuple values, we cannot eliminate any of them. We have to keep all of them. Okay, so that's the reason we always have option E. Always have option E. Even we consider duplicate tuples. Yeah, because that understanding, this understanding. Okay, yeah. Number 13, yeah. I saw, those two students both miss it in some way. So one student gave me 15, yeah, not part 2 to the 15. One student just gave me that 15 directly. Another student, put this wrong. Yeah, wrote 2 to the 15 minus 1. Yeah, put the minus 1 on the exponent. So then it becomes 2 to the 14. That is wrong, right? That is wrong. Yeah. 2 to the 15th, that whole number minus 1. Okay? Yeah. 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 Based on my hint, I draw 3 levels, so we get this number. Now we extend it to 15. So we change that 3 to 15. Yeah. You do not need to find the values. Some students just evaluate, give me the value. So then I need to verify it. I need to check if it is the same as the 2 to the 15th minus 1. Yeah. So if you just put a formula expression, that's fine. Yeah. All right. Number 14, it looks fine. Yeah. Union compatible, we know. For table join, that's 2 different concepts. Tuple join and the union operation, that's quite different. So we should not get confused. Yeah. Oh, number 15. Yeah, this is probably most confusing one. The answer is 4. Yeah. Here, let me explain why the answer is 4. Yeah. I saw so many different answers. Yeah. I spent a lot of time in the hint part, but still, it looks like quite hard to understand. All right. So let me draw a diagram here. Hope you can see better picture here. Total 9 column. Yeah, all right. And okay, all right. So first we have certain number of rows. Yeah, the first block, okay, this block, n rows. Oh, sorry, n columns. That's the one with default values. Okay, yeah. Default values, okay? The second block, n column, oh, sorry, n with default values, n with null values. You know, null values allowed, right? Null values allowed, but we allow some overlap, right? Overlap are allowed, okay? Yeah. So m columns we allow null value, okay? Null value, okay. All right. Then the remaining, yeah. So the remaining, yeah. But there is one possible column, one. We use auto increment. Although it's possible, but if we put there, we can make m plus n smaller, right? Yeah, because adding this one can make m plus n smaller. Because you take away one location. You take away one location. Okay, all right. So then the remaining. All right, so remaining. Yeah. So 4 values must be provided. Okay, values must be provided. Yeah. All right. So now you can see, yeah. M plus M plus 1 plus 4, yeah, greater or equal to 9, right? Yeah. Because if you consider overlap, there is a possibility overlap. You get this greater or equal. If no overlap, that's the same. With overlap, then greater or equal to 9. Then m plus n greater or equal to 4. So the minimum is 4. Minimum is 4. Because there is a possible overlap. Okay? But it cannot be smaller than 4. The smallest possible m plus n is 4. Yeah. Yeah. So try to understand this part well, yeah, because you need to understand several concepts. Default values, null values, auto increment, overlap. Yeah. So a lot of things you need to put together to understand this answer. All right. Next, 10 query questions. First, we know there are many different answers, right? There are many different answers. Yeah. So when I do the grading, if I see some of you with good answers, I will include it. So I will grow my, answer options. Yeah. So I saw some statement, some good solutions. Yeah. So I can include it. Yeah. Oh, before I talk about the answers, I'll give you here. Yeah. So you can see some of the questions I have several solutions. Yeah. Before that, I noticed one problem, one big problem. So I want to let you know. Some students didn't do it in this way. So here we need for a question like this, we need query statements. Need you write query statements. State. Not query results. But I noticed one student gave me query results. List, the table rows. Okay? Give me, so for each question, give me the table result, the data part. But no query statement. Right. We don't need that. Yeah. Do not give me that. Why? Because how do you get it? Think about how to get it. You may have two different ways, right? Yeah. One from query result or from query statement. Yeah. For the second, some students by observation directly. By observation. They use their eyes to examine the data and manually copy the data from our database. Many students did in that way. Yeah. Not just in this semester. What I mean, when I taught this course many years ago, yeah, each time, each class, I had 2 or 3 students did this way. That's not correct, all right? Because when you do it by observation, you do it manually. Not automatically. Think about, with query statement, we just run our query statement. We know the data keeps changing, right? Our data keeps changing. At different time, our data could be different. But when you give me the table result, that just reflects one particular time, right? One particular instance. Because when we move to the next instance, then the data could be different, right? Think about that. All right. So if you just give me the query result directly, we expected change during the period of time. But if you look at our query statement, always we apply the same query statement. The result could be different. The query result always the same. So think about that. And we can call our query statement automatically, right? In our program, we just run our program. Our program will call that query statement automatically. Think about that. We never need someone use their eyes to find those rows to satisfy the query requirements. We never do that, right? Yeah. So I hope those students, the next time, do not give me query results directly, write query statements. Yeah. But for those students who did query results in this assignment, yeah, so because this is our first query assignment, you may not notice what we need to do. Although in my class, I give you all the, many query statement examples. I never give you query results, right? Think about that. I never give you query results directly. Yeah.
Can I ask one question real quick?
Yes.
So on the number 16, so if the employee, I choose like if the employee super SSN is not null, that means if they...
Correct. That's correct. All right.
Okay, we can do that, right? Because my code is
yes.
kind of different, but give the same result.
Yes. All right. Yeah.
Thank you.
No, that's correct. As I said, we may have many different ways to represent the same condition. Yeah. So if the logic is all right, if the logic has no hole, then I treat it as correct. Okay. If I take any point off, there should be some problem, some error, or some little hole in the logic. Okay, I will point it out. Yeah. The not null is fine. The not null is fine. Yeah. But not null, the reason, because I remember in that company database, once when an employee is not a supervisor, there is another situation. The SS super underscore SS now is an empty. That field could be empty. Yeah. Could be empty. Okay. Yeah. In that case, if you use not null, you won't get those employees with empty values. All right. Yeah. But I do not treat it as a, as a general problem. Yeah. I do not treat it as a general problem. No. All right. All right. Now I go back to those students who did it wrong, give me query results. Because in this assignment, you cannot get points. All right. But 10 questions, that's too much for you, right? Think about it. You lost 40 points. 10 questions, each one 4 points. You lost 40 points. How can you afford it, right? So but I will give you a second chance. I will give you a second chance. All right. Yeah. So these 10 questions, I hold a little bit. Although I cannot give you points, but I hold a little bit. Okay. But you need to do query statements for the remaining of the semester. Yeah. Remaining of the semester. Yeah. We have 3 more assignments, right? Other than homework number 2, we have midterm, homework number 3, and the final, we have 3 more assignments. You need to write query statements. And there you have a chance to make up. All right? In the remaining 3 assignments, you have a chance to make up. How about that? How about that? Yeah. Let me give you an idea. Yeah. One way to make up, I use the average of those 3 assignments. Yeah. I calculate some average of the remaining 3 assignments. Then I can assign you an appropriate score for these 10 questions so that you will get some points back. All right, for those students who just give me query results directly. Yeah. Here I saw 1. Yeah. Yeah. For the remaining 10 something students, yeah, I will see how many did query results, but I'll give you a second chance to make it up. All right, so don't worry. Yeah, you have a chance to fix it. Okay, yeah. Otherwise, that's too much. Yeah. But I hope after I mention this problem here today, nobody will do the same way in our remaining 3 assignments. Nobody will just give me the query results directly in the remaining 3 assignments. Yeah. All right. Yeah, let me check my time. Yeah, I just have 10 something minutes. Yeah, a little more than 10 minutes. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So then the remaining questions. Yeah, I notice your way are quite different. Yeah, but I just follow the logic. I try to understand your logic. Yeah, and if necessary, I may do some testing. Sometimes, if I feel there is some problem, but I'm not sure what is the problem, so then I may test it. Yeah. All right. So here, yeah. All right. Yeah. This one, I notice some students do not have this part. That's okay. If you do not know this part, I treat it as okay. All right. Yeah. Because that part, even we do not provide it, yeah, it looks like it's not a problem. Okay. Yeah. So that part, with or without, it looks like not big deal. Yeah. So you're fine. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Number 19. Yeah. Number 19. Yeah. Here, look at the plus sign. I saw one student gave me 1,4. Yeah. That's not as good as the plus sign. All right. Plus sign, what's the meaning of the plus sign? Okay. 1 or more, right? That star means 0 or more, right? Yeah. For more, how many? Yeah. Any number is possible. Yeah. But this student gives me 1 through 4. Okay. Yeah. This means only 1, 2, 3, 4. The question is, how do you know 4 digits, the maximum 4 digits for the string number? How do you know the string number can never be more than 4 digits? Is it possible the string number could be more than 4 digits? Possible, right? Yeah. So that one is not as good as plus expression, 1 or more. All right. Yeah. And one student used the like operator here. It's okay. Yeah. Like. Yeah. Sometimes it's okay. Like. Then the like operator, that dollar sign, you know, yeah. That's fine, yeah. All right. Yeah. Also, one student asked me, the supervisor and the department manager, they are different. Yeah. Yeah, because some students, so they, you know, my older students also, they asked me before, what's the difference? The supervisors, department managers, we know they're different. Yeah. Department managers, they are the leaders of those departments. Each department has one leader, you know, in charge of that department. So one manager for one department. All right. Yeah. But supervisors, we may have many supervisors in a department, right? No. If the department is large, okay, so there are many supervisors in that department. Yeah. So that's two different concepts. Yeah. So you use, here we have different fields to distinguish those people. Yeah. Super underscore SSN and MGR underscore SSN to separate them. Yeah. All right. Yeah. Here, yeah, this one, I use this in operator. Yeah. In operator. Yeah. I haven't talked about this operator much. Yeah. This operator is very important. Yeah. But you can use the, you know, second one. So that's quite normal. Yeah. So the second one quite normal. The first one in, this way, we will learn it. Yeah. Because this in operator is very useful, very powerful. Yeah. We can use it to write many relatively complex statements. Yeah. So we will spend time in our complex queries. We will spend a lot of time using this operator, in operator. Okay. All right. Yeah. So right. Number 23, I saw some students use different functions. Date diff, for example, the difference. Yeah. Some students, so they use, because there are many functions. Yeah. Our way here, just the one of the possible ways. Another, something like a date, diff, take a difference, right? Yeah. That function, yeah. And also, some students use the now function. Now function to replace current date. Yeah. Current date. Yeah. But another similar function, now function, replace. Also okay. Yeah. So many different ways. Yeah. All right. Yeah. So on the earliest, yeah, order by limit 1. Yeah. And another thing, yeah. So we use the year function and the minimum aggregate functions. We have many aggregate functions, yeah, we can use. Yeah. And this one, we can even use this way. Year function, inside it, we just take the minimum value of that B day field. We can also do that way. Yeah. Yeah. All legal, all correct. Yeah. So we can see different ways to write the same query statement. So you can, you know, learn some new features, new ways to do the queries. Yeah. All right. So the last one here, this is one, but I saw another student gave a good solution. Good solution. So that student used the having clause. Having clause we will learn later. Having clause. Okay. In the having clause, we specify condition. Condition in the having clause. Okay. Yeah. So make it this statement much easier. Yeah. So the next part we will practice many complex queries with having clause, in operator, you know, and a few more other things. Aggregate functions also, yeah. All right. Okay, yeah. So that's pretty much we need to, I like to explain in this assignment. All right. I will post this file, annotated answer file, PDF, after today's class, and the recorded video. You just study, prepare for the Wednesday's midterm. But Wednesday, remember those 20 questions, all concept questions. All concept questions from homework 1, homework 2, and 3 quizzes. Yeah. So when you study these 3 assignments. Homework, yeah. So let me just put here for midterm. Yeah. Wednesday midterm. You know, study homework 1, homework 2, quiz, and 3 quizzes. 1 through 3, these 5 assignments for the 20 concept questions. All right, yeah. Then, after that, part B, this is part A, okay? Part B, I will create 5 query questions similar to those of our homework assignment number 2. So then when you work at home, okay? Yeah, using the weekend time, so you work only 5 questions. Yeah. So not too much work for you. All right, yeah. Reasonable work, not too much work for you. Okay. All right, so let's stop here and you try to prepare the best you can for this midterm.